We're back, everybody, having a great discussion with Dr. Smith. Now, don't forget, with your purchase of the women's kit today, that's the full women's kit, you're going to get a free copy of Dr. Smith's book, What You Must Know About Women's Hormones. And ladies, we all need to know this. All of us need to know this. Now, Dr. Smith, I'm so glad you explained those estrogens. Again, that's a hard concept for a lot of us to understand. Usually we just go to the doctor and they just tell us estrogen. We don't know that there's different ones that have different functions. That's really, really great. Now, I was just thinking it'd be great to outline a plan for all the ladies that seem to be doing pretty good. They don't have a specific problem they're aware of, but they want to be nutritionally sound and they want to go through the different changes in life healthy. What should they do?
Well, it's really important that everybody take a good multivitamin. Okay. And people always ask me, do I need one? And my response is the following. If you don't do one of these things, you don't need a multivitamin. If you are not stressed and your life is perfect, if you never microwave your food, if you don't talk on a cell phone, you're not in front of a computer, if you don't use a hair dryer, and you never fly in an airplane, then you don't need a multivitamin.
Do I need to take 5 vitamins? Yeah, that's...
So we all need to take a good multivitamin. Okay. Omega-3 fatty acids like fish oil are very, very important. That would be the next one. And particularly for women, we need B vitamins. B vitamins are for our nerve endings and if we're stressed, but B vitamins are also a key component for our body to deal with medications we take. For example, if we are on estrogen, whether it's a birth control pill, patch, IUD, or we're taking natural or synthetic estrogen, our body gets depleted in Bs.
So our body uses B vitamins to process hormones, correct?
It does.
So if you're low in Bs, you're going to have hormone difficulties somehow.
Particularly thyroid.
Right.
Thyroid needs iodine, B vitamins, and selenium.
Okay.
And thyroid's the whole body regulator. And if you don't have enough Bs, your body can elevate something called homocysteine.
Yes.
This is an amino acid. And if your homocysteine level is high, you do have an increased risk in heart disease and stroke. You have an increased risk in bone loss. You have an increased risk in depression. You have an increased risk in breast cancer. So it's very, very important that B vitamins be there because homocysteine has to be normal.
Doctor, from your studies, I've read this, that if homocysteine levels are elevated and left elevated, it can do irreparable damage. Is that true?
That's very true.
So we have to be thinking prevention with homocysteine, correct?
We do.
Yeah.
Because, for example, I inherited a gene where I don't break down homocysteine. That's part of the issue of the breast cancer in my family.
But you inherited the gene protects you from Alzheimer's, too. I remember from a past lecture I attended to yours.
I'm very, very lucky that I did. Yeah. And so what I want to be able to do is take enough B vitamins so that my body processes things well. If the average American population is there, about 25 to 30% of them have a gene where they don't break down homocysteine. And then for women, as estrogen declines, homocysteine can go up.
Yeah.
So does that mean on the B vitamins, Dr. Smith, would the amount in your multiple vitamin be enough extra supplementation, or would you suggest that we take a B complex type that has all of these extra Bs as a group?
I would suggest extra Bs as well because everybody's stressed.
Okay.
Yeah. So we have a multiple vitamin, extra Bs, omega-3s. Was that it, pretty much?
That's a great place to start.
Yeah, everybody really does need that.
Everybody needs those.
Yeah, okay.
Probiotics I would add into there too.
Boy, they help so many people.
They do.
They really do. They really do.
You learn something new every day, honey.
We need to talk about this quickly. There's so many issues we could discuss. Hormones relating to autoimmune disease.
Yes.
I observed early in my medical career that more women have autoimmune disease than men. Is that just something a unique thing I saw, or is that true across the board? 9
out of 10 patients that have any kind of immune disease that's a problem, an autoimmune disease, are female.
That's good that you know about it, because we have a call from Oklahoma. Wilma from Oklahoma has an autoimmune disease, and we would like to help her get started on the path to wellness, if at all possible. Would you like to talk to Wilma?
That would be wonderful.
Let's go to Wilma.
Okay, let's go to Oklahoma and welcome Wilma. Hi, Wilma.
Hi.
Hi, Wilma. How are you?
Oh, I haven't been doing too good.
Not so good, huh?
Nope.
What's on your mind?
I was diagnosed with lupus last month, plus I've got Cushing syndrome. I've had surgeries for that.
Okay.
And I got thyroid problem and Raynaud disease, food allergies, and a mild obstruction airway.
Okay. How long have you had all this?
Well, I've had Cushing syndrome. I had the surgery when I was 20.
Okay.
I only got a half one left.
How old are you now, dear?
57
Okay. So how long have you been dealing with lupus?
since last month. I was diagnosed.
Okay. Okay. Boy, this is a complex setting. Lupus, Cushing, thyroid disease. What is Cushing? Cushing syndrome?
Disease is when your body makes too much cortisol, your stress hormone.
Okay. So we have lupus autoimmune, Cushing, which could be pituitary hypothalamus, could be a benign tumor, could be all kinds of things causing. Is it syndrome or disease? Wilma, do you remember? Did the doctors tell you?
Syndrome.
It's the syndrome. Okay. And then obstructive pulmonary disease. Is there a common thread through this?
Well, there is, and she also has Raynaud's disease, or Raynaud's phenomenon, and that's an autoimmune process as well. And then you said there was a thyroid issue, and you can have autoimmune thyroid disease. We do know that a lot of autoimmune diseases are hormonally related, particularly rheumatoid arthritis, lupus, and Raynaud's disease.
So many people call this program with a long list of conditions. And I think the general philosophy across America is that, yeah, I have 10 different diseases. But the holistic physician may look at that differently. Help us understand the different approach that you take with your organization and how you approach your patients.
Well, a metabolic specialist would literally look at the cause of the problem. Why does this person have an autoimmune disease where their body is literally attacking itself? One of the first things we would look at is her gastrointestinal or gut health and clear up her gut. Allergies are a key component as well, and also looking at the liver. All of those things have to be normalized, and hormones, for this person to go forward and be healthier.
So a good consultation would be a good idea for her.
It would.
It's a little more than we could do with just supplements.
It is.
Okay.
But
Folks,
supplements are also important.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Shall we go to our break now? Folks, we'll be back in just a moment. I'm Dr. Richard Becker, and this is my wife, Cindy.
We're hosts of the program Your Health.
Every weekday, we bring you...
We're back, everyone. Just a reminder, with your purchase today of the full women's kit, you're going to get a copy of Dr. Smith's new book, What You Must Know About Women's Hormones, free, today only, so be sure you get that in. Dr. Smith, now in the remaining time, we have a fun little question. Tell us 3 things that most of us do that we really shouldn't do, and 3 things that we're not doing we should be doing.
When it comes to women, I think the biggest issue that women have is we take care of everyone else first, and we take care of ourselves last.
That progesterone thing.
It's a key component that women take care of themselves first, so then we can help people.
Right, right.
Number 2, I think most of us don't exercise enough. I don't know about you both, but I hate exercise.
Yeah.
The good news is you don't have to pump iron.
Right.
There are medical trials, for example, showing that ballroom dancing is adequate exercise.
Oh, yeah, that could be fun, too.
It can be fun, and so there's a lot of things you can do to exercise.
Uh-huh.
And then number 3, I think most people really don't realize they need to take vitamins. They think it's unnecessary if they eat really well or try and eat well. And unfortunately, if you own a cell phone, et cetera, that we talked about, you do need to take some nutritional supplements.
Yeah. What 3 things should we just let go? Don't be sedentary, the opposites of those?
Don't be sedentary.
Yeah.
The thing we should really let go in life is to quit beating ourselves up. Everybody, for example, eats something they're not supposed to. So you did. Just get back on the wagon.
Yeah.
And you have a new day.
Yeah.
And that really changes people's thoughts on their health.
You know, time is short, but I do want to emphasize the book has so many different health conditions that women face: bladder problems, osteoporosis, bone fractures, breast cancer, cardiovascular disease, all kinds of things with recommendations. Very good recommendations. I read the entire book. It's the 3rd time I've read it. It's an outstanding book. It's written so doctors will get something, but it's written on a level that everyone can learn from it. And you really did a good job with that, Doctor.
Thank you.
I applaud your efforts with that. You will help countless thousands with this book. Thank you, dear. Don't give up. Keep going. Why don't you keep going? Stay healthy so we can have you back year after year.
Thank you for inviting me.
Always learn. Always learn. Folks, I hope you've learned as we have today with Dr. Pamela Smith. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope to see you again here tomorrow on Your Health.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Doctor.